Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oldham County Fiscal Court. I'm Judge Executive David Vogel. Happy to have you here today on the 5th day of December. If you have a cell phone with you, please turn it to off or vibrate. Now I'd like to ask everyone present to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Magistrate Likens. Magistrate Tice.
Here.
Magistrate Leslie.
Here.
Magistrate Greenwell.
Here.
Magistrate Hounds.
Here.
Magistrate Eldridge.
Here.
Magistrate Dye.
Here.
Magistrate Logsdon.
Here.
Judge Vogel.
Here. Having 8 of the 9 members of the Fiscal Court present, this meeting is now in session. Is there a motion to accept the agenda?
Yes.
Is there any discussion about it? All right, hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Now I'd like to ask our clerk, Sheila Fair, to please read the minutes from our previous meeting, which was November 21st.
November 21st, 2017. The Oldham County Fiscal Court convened at a regular meeting at 2 p.m. with Judge Executive David Vogel, County Attorney John Carter, and the following magistrates in attendance: Wayne Tice, Bob Leslie, Steve Greenwell, Chris Hounds, Kevin Eldridge, Bob Dye, and Michael Logsdon. Magistrate Likens was absent. Motion made by Magistrate Dye and seconded by Magistrate Logsdon to approve the agenda, adding inmate phone services agreement. Motion carried unanimously. Motion made by Magistrate Leslie and seconded by Magistrate Eldridge to approve the meeting minutes of November 7th. Motion carried unanimously. Public comment, none. County Administration, payables. Motion made by Magistrate Hounds and seconded by Magistrate Tice to approve the payables. Motion carried 7-1. Magistrate Greenwell voted no. Contract agreements and resolutions. LG&E utility agreement, system extension. Motion made by Magistrate Leslie and seconded by Magistrate Eldridge to authorize the Judge Executive to sign the LG&E utility agreement for system extension relating to Morgan Conservation Park project. Motion carried unanimously. DLZ supplement number 1 for the Old Floydsburg Road project. Motion made by Magistrate Hounds and seconded by Magistrate Logsdon to authorize the Judge Executive to sign the contract supplemental agreement 1 with DLZ relating to the Old Floydsburg Road project. Motion carried unanimously. Inmate phone services agreement for the detention center. Motion made by Magistrate Dye and seconded by Magistrate Greenwell to authorize the Judge Executive to sign the inmate phone services agreement with Combined Public Communications for the detention center. Motion carried unanimously. Committee reports and recommendations. Parks Committee. Motion made by Magistrate Leslie and seconded by Magistrate Tice to award the pool repairs project to Aquatics Construction for $69,867. Motion carried unanimously. Motion made by Magistrate Leslie and seconded by Magistrate Greenwell to allow Oldham County Ministerial Association use of the courthouse gazebo for various time periods, January 1st through the 4th, 2018. Motion carried unanimously. Board appointments. Library Board. Motion made by Judge Vogel and seconded by Magistrate Dye to appoint Amanda Ross to the Library Board with the term to expire October 31st, 2021. Motion carried unanimously. Personnel actions. Road Department. Motion made by Magistrate Hounds and seconded by Magistrate Eldridge to accept the resignation of David Gelda effective November 20th, 2017. Motion carried unanimously. Second public comment, none. Motion made by Magistrate Logsdon and seconded by Magistrate Hounds to go into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.810C, discussion on proposed pending litigation. Motion carried unanimously. Motion made by Magistrate Eldridge and seconded by Magistrate Hounds to end the closed session and return to the meeting. Motion carried unanimously. Announcements. Fiscal Court members wished everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Magistrate Dye attended the Veterans Day program at John Black Center and thanked everyone who attended. He stated KYTC's road paving project in front of Dairy Queen and Crestwood is still on schedule to be completed by Christmas. Magistrate Eldridge thanked KYTC for being so responsive in picking up the increased number of deer carcasses this time of year. Judge Vogel congratulated Mark Spalding, former Oldham County pastor from Immaculate Conception, for being appointed 12th Bishop of the Nashville Diocese. Motion made by Magistrate Eldridge and seconded by Magistrate Hounds to adjourn the meeting. Motion carried unanimously. The meeting adjourned at 3:15 p.m.
You've heard the reading of our minutes from November 21st. Is there a motion to accept?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So moved. Time now for public comment. That's our time during the meeting when anyone who would like to address the fiscal court is able to do so. We allow 4 minutes for most presentations. Is there anyone here today who would like to address the fiscal court? Seeing no one, I'm going to close the public comment, go on to the first item on our agenda today, and that has to do with our bills that are paid. When you're ready, we'll accept a motion. Motion
Second.
made? All right. Motion and second. Is there any discussion on any of the bills?
Judge,
Magistrate Eldridge.
I had noticed on page 4 that there was a payout to CAECO for the insurance on the new Motorola network. What is the progress on that? Where are we at on the Motorola radio program?
Deputy Judge Nuss is here, and he'll address that.
Good afternoon. We are still moving forward with the Motorola project. We can't go live with our radio system until MetroSafe gets their upgrade done to their system. That is anticipated to be done around December 18th or 19th. The radio vendor has started doing some initial programming of the radios for us and also doing some work at dispatch. The current go-live date for us is going to be sometime second week or third week of January at this point. So we're still moving forward. We don't have an exact date, never have really had an exact date. We want it to be rolled out right. So it's moving as it does. But if they don't have any missteps in Jefferson County with their go-live date, then ours should be right behind them. So early January would be the anticipated date.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions? Magistrate Greenwell.
Judge, on the first page of the payables, I see where we bought possibly 20 trees for Highway 146.
What?
20 trees?
No, we did not buy any trees. They were donated.
There's a charge of $2,600?
I believe those trees are for the jail.
Oh, okay.
That-
Well, then,
No.
that would have been in,
No, that wouldn't be on this.
Is that labor?
No, I don't,
Now, we have some
Shall
new
we?
trees, don't we?
Yes.
Down towards Crestwood.
Judge, Curry Landscaping did a lot of work down at the jail.
all right.
on
Who did we made
$17,000.
out this to? Sandy Abrams. Okay.
Curry did.
I can try to help.
Okay.
I didn't purchase the trees. I just know that when Mike was picking up the Mike Hamilton picked up the donated trees, weren't there some additional maple trees that you were wanting to purchase from Abrams Nursery?
Did he buy some additional ones there at that point?
That's correct. I thought he was doing that because that's something you had asked him to do. I'm sorry.
Okay, well,
and where were they planted at?
Along the same stretch, but
they might have been,
On 146?
Right.
Well, then, okay, that brings on another question, farther down the page. Postal digger for, I guess, planting trees. I'm not sure on Arch Rental and equipment supply, $774.
is it a purchase? Is it rental?
I don't know if we rented or purchased. If we rented, that's a big price.
They did use they had a post-hole digger with a power takeoff on. I don't know if it was on our piece of equipment or as an attachment, but they were using one planting those trees along there.
But they didn't just plant the trees that were purchased. There was a lot of trees donated. How many trees total were there?
Oh.
100?
I think about 100.
About 100 trees.
Did we buy the postal digger or did we rent the postal digger?
We didn't purchase a post hole digger. I mean, it must have been a rental.
You couldn't buy that power takeoff on a Bobcat.
Yes,
for
but
that.
did it go on our Bobcat that we already had?
Yeah, it didn't look like a rental Bobcat when I went by there and saw it. It was
Okay, all right,
because the only reason why I say that was one was painted one color and one was painted a different color.
okay.
All right, any other questions? All right, hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-1. Next item on the agenda has to do with the LG&E utility pole release form, and Tim Curtis will review that.
Good afternoon. How are y'all doing? For those of you who are familiar with the electrical panel over by the dog park near the softball fields, it's been in need of repair for quite some time, so we have contracted with United Electric to make that repair. And in the process, with their work with LG&E, there's a pole there where service is coming off the pole, and as part of the standard procedure for getting rid of the big piece of plywood, we're going to put it all on a slab and inside of a cabinet. Then LG&E has to release the pole to the customer. This is just the form that has to be signed in order to release the pole to the customer. So it becomes a customer's pole as opposed to an LG&E pole, so we can get on with the correction of that situation. So it's just a form that needs a signature to release the pole.
So moved.
Second.
All right, any discussion on this item? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is appointments to the Briar Hill Road Taxing District Board. This board really needs to be reconstituted briefly. Magistrate Dye.
Yes, Judge. We have three people here that want to get on the taxing district there on the Briar Hill Road. It's, and you want to do all three of these at one time?
Yes, sir.
First is Barry Baxter, Lynn Boyd, and Roy Cullinan. And all of their terms will expire on 12/5/2021. And hopefully by that time, the board will have expired on its own.
You make the motion?
Yes.
And is there a second?
I'll second it. But I got a question.
Question, Magistrate Greenwell?
This is for the Briar Hill Farms that we just got through taking the road into the county?
Yes, sir.
So why do they still need to have a taxing district, I guess, to finish up any details?
They borrowed money to resurface the road, to bring it into county standards.
Okay.
Okay, so they still have to pay that obligation, so they still have to have the road district to do that.
I see.
And when that obligation is paid, then that's when the road taxing district will go away.
Okay.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. All right, time now for our second public comment. If there's anybody that's come in that would like to address the fiscal court, I see Deputy Meese in the back. Anything about the Sheriff's Department you'd like to bring up? Any promotional items, Christmas items, or anything that is going on? Have you come to the front? I'd like to recognize you. It's a little bit after the fact, but I believe you were very instrumental in the drug take-back that we had here in either early November or October, which
Yes, sir.
was
Late November.
Late November, and did a tremendous job of pulling that together. And we had, I think, all-time large number of donations to the drug take-backs.
Yes, sir. We would just continue to encourage members of the community. The Oldham County Police, along with the Oldham County Sheriff's Office, will continue to collect narcotics year-round, and which will be properly disposed of in an environmentally safe and productive manner. So,
They can certainly drop them off at your office or
or
at
the Oldham
police
County
station.
Police, yes, sir.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. All right. We'll close public comment and see if any magistrates have anything they'd like to offer to the community today. Magistrate Logston?
Judge, I'd like to thank Wes and the Highway Department for putting the flashing lights on the sign down there going across the tracks. Hopefully that'll help some. And, we got to wait till the state finishes up all their work so we can hang another one. When you turn into Railroad Avenue, I hope that helps some. So, and Bob, I might win because asphalt plant's closing down when it gets 30 degrees, so.
Aye.
In our ongoing conversation, Magistrate Logston, I will win that wager because it looks like they've got the asphalt down on by Dairy Queen. They're doing some dirt work around the edges, so I think it is going to be done by Christmas. I don't think the Grinch is going to steal the road this year.
Magistrate Eldridge?
Nothing, sir.
Magistrate Hounds?
They did get the road paved from about Holly Gibson to the county line, so that was a huge improvement for Ash Avenue. have had a couple people call about the drainage issue, and as everybody knows, it's a project that the state has looked at, but there is no money to fix the roadway, basically from Old Floydsburg to the county line and the bridge.
Magistrate Greenwell.
Thank you, Judge. Magistrate Dow, bet you 2 Grinches against 4 elves that they don't get that project done by Christmas time. But anyway.
Yeah, oh, ye have such little faith.
I was able to attend attend but not participate in the inaugural United Metro Way 5K run that they had Saturday here in LaGrange, and they had over 250 participants, most of from the school systems, students, teachers, administrative staff, even Assistant Superintendent Brent Deves ran the race, and it was a beautiful day, and it was just well attended and a good deal.
Magistrate Leslie.
Yes, the state has done a terrific job of getting OVA to pave Fort Pickens Road, and if we could get them to take their signs back or take them down, that would be appreciated.
Magistrate Tice.
The only thing I'd like to say is that the holiday season is upon us, and that as we're out there scurrying around, let's not fail to be courteous and careful. So be careful.
Mr. Carter like to say, have anything to add? Nothing? All right, thank you. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. All right, we did have a really nice light up LaGrange here on Friday evening. A tremendous number of people came out to the community downtown LaGrange. I think they enjoyed it very much. Everything really looks nice. Very much appreciate our maintenance department and the City Public Works Department and Crossroads LaGrange that have erected many decorations around the community. Things look nice. I'd encourage people to remember that during the holidays, be kind to your neighbors and thoughtful, and also remember our local retailers who are also in business, and we encourage you to support our local retailers and shop in LaGrange or anywhere in Oldham County for that matter. It helps them stay in business and continue to provide good services for all of us. So with that, we didn't actually set a record today on time here. They told me 18 minutes was the shortest meeting this year, and we're at 19 minutes and 8 seconds right now. So I could have said nothing and maybe equaled the record, but anyway, we appreciate everyone's attention and courtesy and wish all a very happy holiday season. Is there a motion to adjourn? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
It was moving pretty